Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 22nd of October. So starting off looking at the euro dollar, and well, a big bullish engulfing day on Friday there, which has left it looking pretty decent for today, at least, for maybe for some continuation, which we're seeing at the moment of that move. So it's just broken through its weekly pivot here and just run into 4-hourly 50 as I speak. Whether that'll hold, we'll see. Coincides with it, obviously, the 6200. So what for today then? Well, it's looking positive at the moment. I will obviously, as ever, wait until post 8 o'clock before entering a trade, but just want to see if this is a fake out here or a proper breakout, really. So it's made it a bit awkward, bearing in mind it's already moved a good chunk of price action for the day before we get going. But if it starts reversing, and there still is the daily pivot below as a target now, whether you would want to take that straight away, we'll see. But it's a high probability of being hit. At the moment I'm looking on the upside in terms of this price action, and the R1 looks half decent, not very far away of course, so I'd need a retracement to even consider that anyway if that was the sole target. Pushing on beyond that, well, really got to come up the time frames a little bit and see what's going on here, and it could be something that's looking to be held for longer. Maybe back to the 4-hourly 200 and back to these around about these prior highs here that we saw. So from early last week there. So that's where we are really. So it may be a longer, as I say, a longer hold really if I do get into a long position. Okay, that's the euro. Let's have a look at the pound. So pound, not such a bullish candle on Friday. We're just pushing up towards the weekly pivot as I speak. It's not far away from it. It's still a bit iffy here. It's unlike where, if you go back to the euro for a moment on this 4-hourly chart, and you can see it's sort of starting to break and put higher lows in. It's still looking a bit dippy here at the moment, but if and maybe it will push on through towards that weekly pivot. Already hit the daily pivot here below, as I say, weekly pivot, possible targets the upside post 8 o'clock. Side of that, well then again looking at the sort of bigger time frames, maybe if this continues through here, it was a bit of a thin old day on Friday and the pivot's quite pinched. Maybe we could be pushing up towards that 60-minute 200, 4-hourly 50 sort of area. So there we go. We'll see how we get on there. Certainly a possibility on the upside if this continues. Dollar yen, well, it's been pushing up as well, so it's sort of risk is back on and the money's coming back out of the yen for now at least. As I said, fundamentally it's a weaker pairing. Technically it could, if it starts breaking down here, could roll over. Fundamentally it's got some weakness still sitting there. Now from here, well, not massively obvious in terms of targets really. Maybe the 4-hourly 100 if it does push on there from a daily perspective, already through its pivot R1, so a lot of the range of a normal day already gone. Aside of that then, yeah, I mean, we're in double tops here. I mean, may just find some resistance here. So it was, but I was just looking beyond that. As I say, the 4-hourly 100, weekly R1 may be next sort of point of resistance there. It's not one I fancy for today though. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, well, it's choked a bit around last sort of week, choked it up a little bit. It's very range bound at the moment. It too is pushing up at the moment. It's got some potential to push out with a bit of an expanding. It's not really that expanding wedge. It's more of a channel, a channel coming off here actually. from where we're sitting here, may end up with a bullish pivot swing now on the 4 hourlies. If it can hold on to what it's done. Again, it's one of these that's it's already hit the S1, daily S1, already hit the daily pivot. Range wise, well, it's got a bit of range possibly left in it for the day, but we'll see how that works out. So it's never one of my absolute favourites there. And the Canadian dollar, the bank robber, from an intraday point of view so often. What's it doing? Bullish pivot swing, follow through Thursday, Friday, pushed up to its monthly R1 on the news there, and also back into this trend line here at the moment, so some resistance sitting there from that point of view. Any bullishness? Well, it's got a weekly pivot untouched below, which may draw it down there. Just a little bit of support into the 34 from where we're sitting at the moment. Lower high is being confirmed through here, so if you see the euro to pound pushing up, maybe this Canadian dollar will continue to the downside there towards that eventually towards that weekly pivot. So yeah, got some potential. If you see any sort of shove up price up movement in oil, it may help things as well here. Okay, that's pretty much it today. Very little in the way of news today. In fact, there's nothing of any significance. So there we go. Have a great day. I'll speak to you in the morning. Bye for now.